you to hear, but that's okay. Oh, my Linda, she's coloring right now. I don't know if anybody's coming in, but I have a brand new journal, and I want to start doing journal spreads, art journaling. So that's what I'm going to share with you all today. And hopefully you'll enjoy that. And this is a journal. I have it all clipped together, so stay down. It's a creative journal by Dylusions. It's by Ranger Ink. And it has, the pages are basically 8 by 8. So I wanted something that was more square design. So that's why I got this. That made marks on it. Okay, I think I need to put a piece of paper under here maybe, so I don't get whatever I'm doing on it. I hope you guys will be able to see this whole thing. I don't know if I can change the settings or not so that it's... Hey Deb, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can get my book to be more in frame. It's a little bit big for... Let me move my phone. Okay, camera. Let me see if I lift it up a little bit. Oops. Maybe you guys could see it a little bit better now. Although my bright light's shining in it. I'm doing okay. I mean, I have had actually a couple good days. I don't know what my random stomach problems are, but I keep having them, so we'll see what happens. If they happen again this week. So, okay, so what I have already done, and this is like a mixed media type of journal. So what I've already done is I just took an expired credit card, and I did gesso a little bit on the pages. And the only reason that I use the gesso is because when you add paint or something to your page, you want a little bit of tooth. So, hi Dawn. You want a little bit of tooth to the page, so that's what the gesso does. Even if you put it on lightly, it'll still help to grab some of that whatever your medium that you're planning on using. So today I'm not going to be using a whole lot of fancy stuff. I just want to take some stencils that I have, and I want to create an interesting background, and I want to use some things that the color palette is probably going to be a lighter one, simply because the what I have in mind putting on top is a little bit more busy. So we'll see how we do making a background that's not too crazy. So I have a couple stencils here that I want to use. Can you guys see okay? Hey, Foxy, how are you doing? So good to see you stop in. I love you too. Hi, Katie. How are you? So, I think one of the things that affects all of us, or maybe not, but when you are starting a journal, you probably think, where do I start? What do I do? How do I start this journal? And the best way for me to explain that to you is to just lay something down, anything down. So if you're not going to use gesso, you can use some white paint. You can use some scrapbook paper pieces. You can even just take your pencil and start doing like this on your page, and you have broken that page now, and you feel like you can create on it. So I'm going to just use some some Distress Oxide, and I have a couple different colors. I've been in the yellow mood lately, so I'm probably going to be using some yellow, and I always love pink, and probably I will put some kind of teal or something in there. I wanted an orange, but I didn't have time to find it, so I may need to use another medium for the orange. So I'm going to start by using this stencil. These stencils I just purchased off of Amazon, not Amazon, Temu, because stencils on Temu I have found work just as well as the $20 ones. And they don't cost $20. They cost like $1. So I don't know how many of you shop Temu, or if you're not a Temu shopper. I just it's if I buy it from Amazon or I buy it from Temu, it's probably going to be coming from the same place anyway. So even if I go to the Dollar Tree. So there's that. So I'm just going around and adding some of this kind of this geometric square stencil. And I have always been taught, or what I've learned through watching other mixed media artists, is to work in odd numbers. And someone asked me why, and it's because it's more pleasing to the eye. So, oh, thank you, Katie. That's so sweet. Oh, you do have it? Well, these stencils would be really cool If you use ink or anything for your backgrounds on your coloring pages, that this would be an excellent option for that. So now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of water, because the Distress oxides are reactive with water. I'm sure. Right. Hi, Kimchi. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. And you're right. It is pretty much the same thing. So I just have this little mister. And I misted the page, and now I didn't want that one to do that, but it's okay. I might have gotten too heavy-handed with the... And then I'm just going to dry it off with my paper towel. And then what you should see is that it allowed some white spaces in the ink to show through. I'll pull it up a little bit, see if you guys can see it. Whoops, wrong way. This big one over here, you can see it better. Working in odd numbers just basically means you do it in 3, 5, 7. When you're making something, so I have 3 here and I have 3 over here. So that makes a more what do I want to say? Composed piece. So that's why I use that method. I'm going to try to see if I have my dot. My dot. I usually always have my dot one. But we'll put some numbers down because numbers are always fun to use. No, you're fine. I'm one of the people that likes to interact with my chat. I don't like it when I go to a chat and everybody's talking and you say hi and they don't say anything. That bugs me. So this is it's called Salvage Patina. It's also a Distress oxide. So I'm just going to load up this little one, and I'm just going to go, I'm going to put a couple numbers on here just for fun. Yeah, so I think if you have stencils, they would look really nice on your backgrounds of some of your pages. You know, you wouldn't have to do them super dark. You could do them any color. And you can do them with your, depends on how soft your oil pastels or something like that is. So, and this process here is actually really great for layering. So you can layer this green on top of the pink, and that's what I'm going to do here when I add these numbers. Where's the 8? That's my number 8. My number 8. Yeah, I think, Deb, that would make a really interesting background to do some stenciling. You know, not too crazy, depending on what your picture looks like, but like if it was a starry night, you could add some stars or, you know, something like that. Or if you're like me and you like hearts on everything. Okay, so there we have some color, and I'm going to take some of this yellow. Did I pull out another thingy-ma-bobber? Let me... Okay, give me 1 second. See, this is why I changed my name to Chaos, because I don't ever have 100% of my stuff right in front of my face, and I have to go looking for it. Okay, where is... Okay, let me see if I can use this. But as I was telling someone earlier, I found myself throughout the year of 2024 and one of the things that kept coming to my mind was, I just need to learn to work through the chaos in my life. So my home life, as far as my family, my daughter, my mom, my husband, that's not the chaotic part. The chaotic part is like having 30 magazines and still getting more subscriptions, and buying markers when I have 25 packs of them now, and then having everything stacked up and can't find anything. That to me is the chaos in my life. And it's funny, if you go back, if you've ever gone back and you've looked at my channel name, any of my videos, like my earlier ones, I would lose stuff and I'd be like, where's this? Where's that? I can't find it. And I'm looking for stuff to finish my projects. I'm never fully prepared, and, just those kinds of crazy things that you find yourself doing, and so I just decided that if I was going to be able to enjoy my Deb, if I was going to enjoy my art and love my art the way that I do, I'm just going to have to learn to work through that chaos, because my personality is, I will play before I will clean. So I don't know if any of you have that mentality where you think that you would rather play than have to do, clean up your area. I'm a big stacker, so I have like stacks of stuff. And all of a sudden, it'll come crashing down, and I'll be like, oh, great, now what? And so it stays on the floor, because I can't um I can't deal with the stress of picking it up right now. So then a lot of women have this. They have days where they are able to I think it's like a nesting type thing that we get still, even when we're older. And then we decide, uh-oh, I have a really terrible mess in here. I better clean it up. So then you try to organize something, and that's kind of the way my life goes. So it's not to mean that I'm crazy or insane. I'm probably a lot like other people who they don't say the H with it, but they're like, I just don't have the energy today to deal with that. And I want to do something that's therapeutic for me where cleaning is not. Now, my bedroom, my bathroom, those kinds of things are very clean, but I'm just talking about all my crafting stuff, So it's my husband, he's so funny. He'll come in here and then he'll leave. And I'm like, you don't even stay like 5 minutes. And he says, every time I look in there and see that mess, I'm like, it makes me, my anxiety goes up. So I will have to show you all my mess. Actually, my friend cleaned some for me, but she's going to be mad when she comes because I haven't been able to find stuff that I need, and I've had to move some things. So we'll see what happens when she comes. She's not mean. She just will say, Jean, I just cleaned this up. So that's my story. If I'm boring you guys to death with my story, let me go back to my my background here. So I'm adding in a little bit of purple, and this is an old stencil that I've had forever and a day. I may have gotten it from Temu a long time ago, but it's held up very well through using it this way with the ink pads and the daubers, or you can use it with your gelatos, with whatever you have. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Let me see if I can spray just a little bit. I don't want anything to eek. Maybe I'm spraying it too close. I didn't want anything to run, but it might look pretty anyway. What to do with my paper tail? There's my paper tail. Thank you, Kimchi. We could be best buds. So there's a couple that I've always wanted to do, art layouts and journals and mixed media fun things, but really haven't because I was afraid to, like I said, break the page and just really my journals were so nice and I didn't want to mess them up. But if you don't take that chance of at least trying it, you're never going to know what your capabilities are. So now I wanted to do a little bit of some texture paste, and I'm trying to think which. I think I might do it just with some other geometric shapes. I thought I got some more, but I don't see them right at the moment. So with texture paste, you basically want to put some out on some type of palette. I'm just going to use this. And this is an iridescent medium. You can use it with acrylic paint, but I'm just going to use it plain and see what it does to when I run it through a stencil. Let me see where my palette knife is. I'll just use a... Hi, Therese. How are you doing? So good to see you. So I'm just going to go over some of the areas at the top with this, and hopefully it will lay down nicely. So there I have some, and I'll go over here to the bottom and do a little bit more over here. You can actually get all kinds of texture paste. You can get some that's kind of sandy. You can get the regular texture paste that's more just the regular color white. Now that was interesting because it mixed with some of the color from the oxides. Because remember, oxides are not permanent ink. They're water soluble, so that's cool. I'm going to put just a little bit over here. Okay, there we go. So we have a little bit of dimension now with the texture paste, and that looks cool. That's going to need to dry a little bit. So while that's drying, I have a trusty, oh, where is my trusty tube? I don't see it. Okay, so I'm going to use my watercolors, and I'm going to push this up just a little bit, and I'm going to make some circles on here. I love doing circles, so I'm going to use the black, and you can do the iridescent is a Liquitex, Kimchi. You can do what they call mindful or relaxing type of painting, circles, just what you feel, not even holding the brush very tightly, and you can just put, create some things on there that, sorry, I need a little water, that just a little bit of meditative, relaxing drawing. And then you can also, let me see what the bottom of my glue is like. Okay, you can also take your black and you can put it on the edge of anything you have that's circular, and you can make your own little circles or half circles if you don't want the whole thing on the page. Watercolor is good for this, but you can also use acrylic paint. You can also use your ink pad. If you like the circle idea with like a formed circle, just make sure, and you want to keep it so that it stays that way, you would want to use a permanent ink probably, because that would work better. Okay, so there is some additional things that we can add to this. So right now it's pretty much like I want it in order to go to the next step, which I think I'm going to, let me wipe this off. I think I may put the heat gun on a little bit and dry the iridescent medium. And then if I can find my heat gun, which I always have right here. Who has taken my heat gun? Okay. Okay, let me check over here. I'll be right back. Now that is a bummer because I needed that. And now I don't know where it may have been placed. Let me look under desk really quickly. I don't see it. Oh. Okay, so I don't know where she put my heat gun, but she probably wrapped it up somewhere in the cupboard and I can't see it. That's okay. We will let this dry on its own for a little bit. And then I just want to show you another type of journal that I'm starting. So let me put this over here. Now, this journal that I'm starting is in a Reader's Digest book. And I just it's an older one. So I just kind of went through and spread out some of the pages. The binding cracks a little bit because it's older. But I love this concept of painting. Thank you, Kimchi. I love this concept of painting on top of the book page. So I did the roses and the leaves, and then I gessoed the rest of it because I want to use it as a journal to remind me of things that I might want to write down or that I want to remember. So I want to leave this part up here for me to be able to write on if I want to. So that's why I am keeping the word part gessoed. So I'm going to probably skip a page or two. Yes, this has David Copperfield in it, if anybody knows that story. I need to find another page. Guess I could use this one. Maybe I can go this way. These are Reader's Digest. And so I have a few of them, and I thought that I would use them as a journal, kind of to practice my watercolor and also practice just I need a way to relax sometimes, and I think the watercoloring really helps us get a more relaxed feel and helps us not to concentrate so much on what might be going on around us and just kind of have that mindful or mindless sometimes play with water and paint. So now I do want to preface this by saying I'm not an artist. I just like to have fun. And that's what I hope we can do going into 2005 is just, take it easy and have fun and enjoy the journey. Or you can be crazy and chaotic like me. Yeah. I think that I like that comment, Deb. I think that there are a lot of people who have the ability to do these types of things, but they're nervous because they have either had a bad experience in trying to do something before, or they just they're just not, something has happened. For me, I'm a doodler, and I feel like that gives me a little bit of leeway to kind of um, be able to draw and create some things. My mom can draw, and I have some other people in my family that can draw really well. I I can't, but if I look at something, sometimes I can. The thing I can't do is faces. Yeah. Um, so I'm still taking some art classes, but I had been so overwhelmed with things the month of December. Not because of it being December, just in general. And so I made the decision not to do the last class because it didn't really interest me artistically anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get any of the good genes evidently cuz well, my brother, my oldest brother that's living, he um can make beautiful things by hand carving them. So he used to live in here in Pennsylvania, and he would do a lot of he would do a lot of walking on the Appalachian Trail. And when he would do that, they have this thing they call trail magic. And what trail magic is basically leaving things along the trail that other people may need or can use, or even just to find it for fun. So what my brother started doing was leaving spoons, carved spoons along the Appalachian Trail, and so many people had found his spoons. And he was and they would go on Instagram and they would say that they had found, his name was the Barefoot Carver, because if you're familiar with um if you're familiar at all with hiking, you have a trail name, and that's what his was. So um and it was so cool to see somebody who had been on the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania find one of his spoons, and and they were from Arizona or something. It was really cool. So he had a lot of notoriety for a while, that he was very well known on the Appalachian Trail. So he can do some beautiful things, but he lives in Florida now, and I guess his priorities have changed, so he doesn't carve so much anymore. Yeah. Um, I don't think I know him, but my daughter rents from a guy who is also on the Appalachian Trail, and um he heard about my brother, of course, and he was like, "Oh my goodness, I've been wanting to meet him forever." Loretta, are you in here? What you doing in here? Where's your mama? Where's your mama? Is she not here? Or she might be downstairs and you don't want to be? This cat, she's so jealous. If my mom's talking to me or to anybody else, she doesn't like it. And at 6:30 in the morning, she's pushing our door open so that she can get a snack. So my husband can go downstairs and get her a snack. She likes there are some kind of treats that she likes. They look like stars or something. Yeah. Covered bridges are pretty cool because a lot of them are historical, you know. We have some here, so he probably has been in our area in Fairfield before. So I really appreciate you guys coming by. So going forward, I will definitely have some type of artistic video live for you every Sunday. Something just, you know, might be a journal spread, might be something else, but I'm trying to make these look like violets. I don't know that I'm doing a very good job. Violets or something. Once the watercolor dries, I think they'll look a little bit better. Yeah. We live right on the border of Maryland. I mean, we can drive probably 2 or 3 miles and be in Maryland. So, there's a place here called Penmar Park, and it has a lot of historical things as well. So, and people come here to see what that's all about. And sometimes they play music and I'm not sure what kind, whether they just play country music or Gossipal or what it is. But hi, Michael. How are you? Oh, that Ann had me cracking up today. But you know, if you run over a dog, you have to go back to the beginning. Oh, I saw that, Therese, when you sent me your Hey, Linda. How are you doing, dear? What I was saying is yeah, she is. That's where she is, actually, Deb. And Alexandria is not very far from us at all. I mean, an hour or so. So Deb and Therese and I, we can have like a crafters weekend sometime in the spring. That would be fun. Yeah. Well, it's probably 2 hours to Alexandria. We live about, do you know where Frederick, Maryland is? Okay. I'm only about 35 minutes from Frederick. I was actually born in Frederick. My mom used to live down in like the Newmarket, Imesville area. And so I was born in Frederick Memorial. So for me to get to Frederick, it would be like 35 minutes. And then to get to like Randallstown, which is close, it'd probably take me 2 hours to get to Alexandria, but it would still not be a bad trip. I would love to come and visit. I might actually get to do that. My Canadian friends that I love so much, I don't know that I'm going to get to Canada anytime soon, especially when some of them live in, they all live in different sides of the country. Hi, Anne. Thanks for stopping by. Did you have your smoke? I could tell that was a smoker's laugh. You were cracking me up. I'm not playing any games with you. So, girl. Yeah. That's crazy. I can honestly say, that I have never smoked. Nada. Except when I worked and I had a lot of pain, I would smoke. I had one of those little cartridge thingies, and I would do CBD oil And it did help me, but I stopped because of the bad things they say about the actual little smoker things. And so I just stopped. Yeah. My husband smoked when he was younger too, but he was more of a social smoker, I think, because when he would be with his friends, more likely to smoke than any other time. Okay, so I'm gonna let this one dry too. Let me check our thing over here. That iridescent is so cool, but it is not dry. Dang on it, where is my heat gun? Okay. It should be down here. Did she put it over here? I don't see it over here. It's not on top of my cabinet. It's not. It's not. Because I wanted to work on that some more and it's wet. There's a glue gun, but no heat gun. Okay, if you hear any crashing, just keep in mind that nobody is hurt. Everybody's fine. We're just looking for the heat gun. And I think I found it. Okay. Yeah. Yes. The ones that I look for usually are old Reader's Digest or something like that, Linda. But this one has, it's really sad because this one has Treasure Island, David Copperfield, The Call of the Wild, and Madame Curie in it. Yep, that's me. So that book probably somebody would have still enjoyed reading, but it's now what do you craft, Anne? And I just learned this from Martha. I just put everybody as a standard moderator when they come in, unless you're rude, which I really haven't had anything like that happen in my chat. But I don't know. People are crazy. So I'm going to put on my heat gun. Hopefully it won't, I'll put it on the low setting. Hopefully it won't be too loud. The only thing that I really, really want to do. Okay, Deb, no problem. that I haven't had the chance to do yet is resin. I want to do some resin things. I really only want to do spoons, but I got some stuff that I thought you didn't have to mix together, and I think you do have to mix it after all. So I don't know how that'll go. It was just a little kit, and it came with one of those little lights. So this one partially dry. So, Linda B, these black drawings here that look like some kid came in and scribbled on my desk, those you may be interested in to look up or you may already know what Enzo is. And yeah, it is a little bit, but it's called Enzo, and you can look at it up and see if it's something you already knew about. Or resin tumblers, wind chimes, wood burning, macrame, crochet. Oh, I don't know much about it. All I know is what I learned is that circular moment, that circular movement is supposed to be like meditative or something. I don't know. But our texture paste is, I don't know if you can see that it's iridescent or not. Bring it up a little bit closer. But anyway, it looks kind of shiny on there. So I'm going to now use, because I really wanted orange on this page for some reason. Like pink and orange have been my jam lately. So I'm going to use some of my Dylusions ink spray. And what I'm doing with this is you can just spray it right out of the bottle, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to see huge blotches. So I'm going to take it out and I'm just going to use the actually works better. Let me do this. Just use the little tube that comes in it. Now I did get a bigger glop, which is fine because that color running looks really cool sometimes. And I feel like I need more color on this background. I don't know if anybody has an opinion. You're welcome to share it. Do I need, is the orange too much? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Yeah, I think the orange is pretty cool, especially if you look at it inside the iridescent pieces. It kind of traveled along the nooks and crannies in between that that stencil design and picked up some more of that. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Okay. So I am going to dab a little bit of this orange that's running, making a road. I love these inks. They are so fun to use. They're not permanent either, so that's one thing about them. And thank you, Linda. Thank you, Kim. Kim, I made you what I call a standard moderator, and I pretty much do that with anybody that comes in because we like to have new people connect and join in with us in the fun. So if you are looking at any of the channels you think you want to subscribe, a lot of people will subscribe back to you, and you know, it's a big party. It's a big party. Big party. So all you have to do is click on their icon and it will take you to their page. Their channel, I mean. You're welcome. Welcome back, Deb. So I was able to get some of this dried. I added a little bit of orange, and now I'm just adding a little bit of white paint to kind of go in and cover up some of that. Just kind of cover up some of the black and the other colors. See what that does. Because the ink is not permanent, a lot of times it'll smear, but it's okay because what we're going to add to it once everything's all said and done, hopefully it'll look nice. So hey LSP, how are you doing? I haven't seen you around lately. I hope you're doing okay. For texture, you can use texture paste. You can use lunar paste. Oh, you're on vacation. Okay. What I used was called iridescent medium. You can mix this with acrylic paint and it'll make it iridescent. But you can also just use it through the stencil, and it made it like an iridescent color. So let me see if all of this is dry. No. Okay. So let me change this up because it's all floppy now. So now what I want to do is I want to see how some of these flowers would look at the bottom. May just be too busy for this process, so I may have to just let this be a cool page and maybe add something else to it, because I think it's going to be too busy for the flowers. So I already know that looking at it. So what we could do, let's see. We could leave it and just, use it as a journal spread with texture and stenciling and move on. Yeah. Thank you, Anne. We could stamp on it, and I have a bunch of new floral stamps that I got. And I was thinking about that, but I'm wondering. Okay, where's my pencil? My pencil. I have one. But I want to try something real quick before I decide to do that. Okay, I may be taking you guys on a wild ride. So let's see what happens here. This pencil is not going to continue to work, I don't think. Okay, so hair here, hair here. I want to make the chin more oval. Neck. And then we will take some I'm going to make her hair I don't want red. Let me see what color I have close that I won't cause any problems getting. Ugh. That's a metallic. I don't want that. Okay, give me a minuto. Okay. Anybody else crafting tonight that wants to come up or coloring? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. This is not really the color I wanted either, but it will do. It will do. I'm wondering if I add a tiny little bit of black to it, if it will darken it up a little bit. Let's see. Hi, Martha. I didn't know you were here, darling. I didn't see you. How are you? I'm trying to do my best at not making a mess. But as you can see, I don't have quite the artistic talents of my friend Martha. She has amazing artistic talent. What's for dinner? Thank you, Martha. I don't feel very great a lot of times. I just try to have fun and see if something comes out of it all. And I don't really know how to draw people, so this is going to be, she's not going to have any eyes, so, because I can't draw the eyes. But she's going to have very beautiful hair. Very, very beautiful hair. And it's going to be long and wavy. And what's really cool about adding some... Oh, Kim, that's so nice. How did you... I'm just curious, how did you find me? Is there someone that you know that's on the chat? Making breakfast dinner. Are you related to Lucinda? That's what she does. She has a breakfast dinner. Oh, well, that's cool. Actually, an algorithm that might have worked for once, huh? Well, I'm hoping that, honestly, I'm hoping that my channel name may bring in some new viewers, just because I think my old name, which was Jean's Gems, was, people were expecting something different from that title. They were either expecting jewelry or something like that. And I have made jewelry in the past. I can make jewelry, but it's not one of my things that are on my list right now. Oh, hi, April. How are ya? I talked to, what is her name? No, what? Oh, because I said, were you related to Lucinda? Lucinda. And I think actually the black kind of mixing in there made the hair look a little more realistic. Anybody have an opinion, a criticism? Don't be afraid to share it with me, because I am open to suggestions. So this kind of reminds me of, like, when you go to the city and you see people do their not related to Lucinda. It's okay. She's one tough cookie, that's for sure. And she's not afraid to, at least she'll pull up her doctor's records and tell you why she's sick, whereas other people won't. Like somebody else I'm not going to mention. I wonder where Annie is tonight. She's probably at one of her free dinners. I'm going to see if I can find a color for her face. I don't know. I don't think I have any beige. So, let me see. I have toasted marshmallow, which is too white. And let me add some of this little bit of pink. Oops. And see how that will look. She's going to have kind of a, it's not too bad. Let me put some more of the white. Yeah, she is. I'm really conflicted on Lucinda now. I just want to yank her up and take her out of that environment. Not that I want her living with me or anything, but I'd take her over to Michael's. He could. Hey, Lucinda. So is anyone coloring? Linda, you were coloring earlier. Are you still coloring? Linda B. Linda B. So all I'm doing is trying to get some type of color that will look like skin tone. Because even though I didn't do any facial features, I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do a mouth or not. But we'll see. And that this kind of looks. Oh, you are. Bless your heart. I just, there's a really, yeah, there's a really wonderful thing about that I have found in the crafting and the colorist community is that everybody wants to, oh, I don't care for Mod Podge. But what state do you live in, Foxy? You're not in Arizona, right? You were just visiting there? Mod Podge is good for places. Oh, Georgia? Okay. So Mod Podge is good for places that have low humidity and low humidity like Arizona, Oregon, those types of places, because if you're using it seems like Mod Podge has the tendency to get a little sticky, at least in my experience. Now, I live in a more humid climate in Pennsylvania. We're always damp. So I don't use it very often. What I do use is, it's called gel medium. I don't know if I have my jars handy or not, but it's by Liquitex, and oh, you were trying to get the texture. I see, dear. If you're using it for a sealant, I usually use Liquitex or Golden Brand. I think Ranger has it too, but I'm not a real fan of some of the Ranger products because I got a texture paste not too long ago, and it seemed like it, after I used it 1 or 2 times, it dried up. So I don't know why, but I ended up with some texture paste that I couldn't use then. So I just buy Golden or Liquitex, because Liquitex, I've had a bottle of that for years, and I just recently had to replace it. So it lasts forever. What do you mix yours with for Mama Juju? I need some kind of color to give her shadow underneath of her neck. Her neck. She's got a thick neck, man. I have to fix that. Okay, so what do I want to do with her here? I need to lay this down. And I don't know if you guys can see, all I did with her face was just color it in. So you can see there, you can still see the texture. Foxy, actually, you can make your own texture paste with white school glue, water, and I think, what's it called in English? Oh, shoot. Not baking soda, but, yes, cornstarch, exactly. So if you have any cornstarch, white glue, and water, you can use it to make your own texture paste. Yeah, just pour some of it in. If you even have like a little Tupper, one of those real small Tupperware containers, or if you say, "Hey, Mandy, how are you doing, love? Thanks for stopping in." Oh, really? Well, welcome. I I actually started doing lives because I have a very dear friend. She's in the chat. Her name is Martha, and she hi Sherry. And she did lives, and I saw her lives, and I was like, "Hey, maybe I can do that." So I did it, and people came, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." I'll what we do is make you standard moderator, just so that if you tap on the person's picture in the chat, you could just go right to their channel without DAP. Oh, without leaving the chat. So if you want to visit anybody else, that would be great. Martha does lives. Deb Help does lives. Occasionally, I think she's going to be doing that coming the first of the year more. I mean, for 2025. Linda B does lives. Let's see. Foxy, my girl Foxy does lives. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Okay. That's cool, Deb. That's a great time and a great day. This girl got hair everywhere. I needed to make her neck thinner. So I'm covering it up with her hair. Oh, thank you, Mandy. That's so sweet. I was on a live today. I don't know how it came up in my feed, but I think they were diamond. One lady was working on a hand loom, and she was making like those paracord bracelets. And then another lady, I think, was diamond painting. And then there was a young girl on there, and I think she was diamond painting like a bear. Yeah, Star. Hi, kitty. April, if you wanna hop in mine anytime, you're welcome to. You know, we can do one together if you wanna. Okay, so there's my girl. She's got the wind blowing in her hair, and she has hair everywhere. That's kind of like me when it falls out. And the only thing that I think I think that what I'm going to do is wait till this dries a little bit more, and then I'm going to take another type of color maybe and put it make her hair look more dimensional. So it's not, I mean, there's the black in it, which looks good, but I'm going to wait and finish that part. So I think this will turn out good now. I mean, I like stenciling in her hair. Like stars or flowers, or what do you think? I'm not sure. I mean, we could do like a big bouquet and then some going down here. Let me see what stencils I have. Martha, she's going on late tonight. She's gonna burn the midnight oil, aren't ya? Okay, that was funny. One night, Annie, she went live with Linda B. I swear they were on till midnight. That was funny. Okay. I don't know if I have any flores. Flores que son grandes para poner en su pelo. I had some earlier. Did I stick those back in the wrong place? Okay. I know I have one here somewhere. Let me look at my drawer. I have where's that? Where are these are probably too big. Too big. Stars. Here are some flowers. Here. Oh, I like these. She's not dry yet. Oh, Martha, you're okay. It would. I love it that everybody tries to respect everybody else's time. So what color? White? Okay. How about it if I make it, you don't think this, oh, Mandy says green. What about, yeah, I have the white here. I don't have any green. I have to get up to get green. But See, Martha, this is why. Oh, these? I'm sorry. Okay. I don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna go with these and see. And I'm gonna use a okay, cool. I don't know what I did. I must have I have stuff piled on my computer. I'm such a messy desk person. Okay. Let's go with the white first and see how it looks. Martha is the OG, so she. Thank you, Therese. I get all my stencils from Temu. So if you want a stencil just like me, you can go to Temu too. Now I'm just being ridiculous. Sorry. Please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please. Oops. What time is it getting to be? Oh, 6:49. 6:49. Uh-oh. Go back. Oh, fiddle faddle. Oh no, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm just trying to keep from making mistakes. I don't want to do it wrong. Y'all getting a view of my fat arms. I'm always too warm, so I never wear long sleeves. And here I am in like 20-degree weather. And my husband's like, "Aren't you cold?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." Somebody's gonna have to write down those. Oh, well, I guess I can go back and look at the transcript so I can join in on. Oh no, that one didn't come out right. Poop. Sorry, you didn't hear me say that. Oh, I know why that one didn't. I think it was on top of the texture paste. Okay, let me see if I can clean this up a little bit, and then I'll see what else I need. Deb, not old girl. Yeah, gonna try. I think the key point there, April, was after it was dry, and I didn't obey that rule. Yes. How's your kitty? Is she healthy and on the mend now? Or does she always have to take her medicine? Oh. The only thing with Loretta, and I don't know, because my mom, she's like pretty much a neat freak. She keeps everything, and you know, as much as she can, being 86. But for some reason, Loretta will get fleas, and I don't know how she gets them, because I've never seen a flea or been bitten by a flea in my mom's house. But That's the only thing. And then she'll scratch herself and make herself feel itchy. Oh, that's good, Deb. Well, Mommy got all these houses for the cats. So almost each cat has its own house now that it can live in during the cold weather. It was funny because she ended up getting, I think she only ordered 3, but she ended up with 6 for some reason. And I called the guy and said, I think we got a double shipment. He's like, did we charge you for it? And Mom said she didn't see it on her card that she could tell. And I said, well, and I told him that, and he said, well, you can just keep them then. So I think the neighbor got one. She shared her little dog houses that she got for the cats around the neighborhood, which is cute. My mom, she loves her animals, just like my daughter. My daughter, she just loves animals so much. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way Loretta is extremely jealous. And anything my mom does, she's got to be right there. This would be really pretty if I had some butterflies to put in her hair too. Where's this stencil? I wonder if Foxy made her texture paste. Juan will be like, honey, what are you making in there? And she'll be like, dear, it's called texture paste. Sorry, nothing to eat. I am just so thankful for everybody that came in, people who made new connections. That's so wonderful. And I am just, oh, yeah, could be a lay, huh? It was a good idea to put the flowers in her hair, I think. Does anyone think I should do, I may be high? Oh, she's still getting the fumes out. Do you think this is plenty? Should I add more going at the top part? What do you guys think? I think I will add one on the seam here if I can. Start playing Hawaiian music. You think it's good? Okay. All right. I may put one over here. Oh, that's my hair. What is it doing in here? My terrible gray hair. Any hairstylists in the room? I haven't dyed my hair for a very long time, but I am getting kind of tired of it being gray now. I want normal hair. Oh. Well, Deb, I've never seen you like in person. I just go by your video that I see. And I see you. I mean, on your channel, you look like you have dark hair. My mom suggested that I stop coloring mine because it was falling out. But I stopped coloring it and it's still falling out, so I don't know. Oh. Yeah, well, my picture on mine is from me in, oh, is that a gloss? No, it's a matte. What's the deal? When I had my hair colored, I have it somewhere with it gray. I need to take a better picture and update it. See, the reason I can't paint is my hands jump. It's crazy. Not all the time, just sometimes. When I look at her in the thing, she looks funny. Okay, so here she is. She doesn't have any eyes. She just has a mouth and cheeks. And she should have had, I should have gotten some brown or something to kind of fix under her neck. I wonder if I can do it with watercolor. Maybe. I kind of like her having that color on there. There's my water. I don't want it to be that prominent, but I like that color. Girl, I've been practicing, and it is, I mean, every time I look at videos, I swear that it looks as easy as pie, and then I start to do it, and mine look like monkeys every time. It's just ridiculous. And the hardest thing for me are the eyes. The eyes, and I could do the nose okay, but I don't do the eyes very good. Okay. So I am probably done everything on this one that I'm going to do tonight. But it's kind of a lesson for us that it's okay to make mistakes and then fix them. It's okay. Oh, thank you, April. You're so precious. And it's okay to experiment and do new things. The whole idea of this process was for me to get out of my comfort zone, because what was happening is I wanted to do these art journals, and I have so many of them, and they're all brand new, and they have these smooth, beautiful pages, and I never wanted to mess them up. So my plan for 2025 is to really be able to do some beautiful mixed media journal spreads. So this was an experiment more than anything for me. I had something totally different planned that I wanted to do. But I think my problem is I got my background way too busy for what I wanted to do. So I will try my other idea maybe next Sunday, and we'll see how it turns out. And when her face dries a little bit, I may I don't know. Let me see where my Stabilo is. My Stabilo. Where are you? No. My Stabilo should be right here. Oh, gosh. I don't know what color this is. And I don't know if it's a watercolor one, but it's still wet. Okay, oops. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, layering and layering and layering. If you're not careful, if you play with it while it's wet, it'll lift up. But I guess my point is, for us to learn that, you know, take the leap, try it. It may not come out exactly as you planned, or you might end up with colors that you really didn't plan on having because the colors mix, or, it's just, if we don't practice it, we're never going to get good at it. So I hope you all enjoyed the live. I talk a lot. I'm sorry. But I'm really glad that you all came by. Martha, I think I'm just going to draw like a line and some lashes like she has her eyes closed. And I think that'll look better because I put the cheeks. Thank you, Therese. So I am going to let you all go. Yes, Kim, it was so nice meeting you, and thank you for taking YouTube's suggestion and visiting me today. And next Sunday, look, we have this beautiful page to work on. Maybe. Yes, I want to see yours, Foxy. I'll post mine too when it's completely dry and I'm finished. So, but look, the results of a mixed media artist are painty hands. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. And thank you for the new people that came in. And I'm not going to cry, but I really appreciate each and every one of you. So take good care and don't eat too much on Wednesday, okay? Love you all. Have a good evening. Bye for now.